Welcome back to round one, where we play just the beginning of a game to give you an idea of what it's like. And Emily, Ryan, and I are here to play Ninth Circle. And if you're wondering if that's hell, yes, it is. It's actually the 8th and the 9th circle. And this is an interesting game where we're going to be battling for dominance of these different realms around the boards. Those realms have powers, but we're also trying to get favor with Malacoda.
Malacoda, there you go.
Don't say it 3 times in the mirror. But Malacoda is who we're all serving here. And once someone gets 25 favor, that's going to trigger the end of the game. Or when Malacoda here makes his way all the way around the board, which he's going to do step by step, realm by realm, after each round.
That would mean that he ran out of patience with us.
Yes,
and
he runs out of patience. Malacoda doesn't have a lot of patience. He has exactly 8 realms worth of patience.
Yeah.
That's about as much patience on a given day.
And I will say, to start off, this is by far one of the meaner games that we've played together. This game is all about area control, all of the powers of the different realms, and they're kind of random. You're going to be using different powers every games, but they're all designed to kind of mess with each other.
Yes.
And there is a ton of take that.
Yes.
Yeah,
in this game,
there's a
Channel your inner demon.
Right.
Indeed. Because a lot of the things you're going to be doing to assign minions out to these realms, you're thinking, okay, well, I'm going to do this behind this little shield here. That's where I'm going to put. And then as you go around and use those powers, once someone has control of a realm, they get to use that power. And when they do, it messes everything you did up. And the rounds kind of change up a little here. This first one is going to be us putting a lot of our minions out there. It kind of seeds the game. And then we're going to play a second round, which is a little bit different. We'll have far fewer minions to add, but we'll also be able to manipulate some of the minions that are out there. And then there's scoring each round. And like I said, once someone gets to 25, which I think will probably happen before Malacoda gets all the way around.
Yeah, well, it depends. Again, this game plays up to 5 players. So it depends on how many players you're playing with, because in a 3-player game, there's some different rules we're playing with. But one of the most interesting things I think about this is that if you're tying with another player, it's almost like you're just wiped. You don't get to control an area if you're tied with anybody. And that will probably happen in a 3-player game.
Yeah.
I think it'll happen a lot more in a 5-player game. So
yes, it's really interesting. In fact, to take that a step further, if you're tied with someone and then someone else just has one little minion there, they control it, which is kind of wild. Like, I want to see that happen in this game.
Right.
We'll see. So we've set up, like I said, we have these player shields, and behind them, I'll show you mine without showing you theirs. We have basically a representation of this board, and we each start in a 3-player game with 17 minions here. We're assigning all of them to go somewhere out on this board, and then once we're all ready, we're going to reveal this, and in player order, and we've decided that Emily, the demonist of demons, at the tail.
Demonionist?
Understand what we're saying. She's the most demon-like. She's going to start. No, that's absolutely not true. But she's going to start, and then she will put all of her minions out and potentially do movement, but that probably won't happen in this first round. It'll mostly happen in the
Right, because you get to choose, in the first round, you get to choose where your people go. And I think it's worth expressing, because we did play this off camera so we could kind of be familiar with it. It's tough because you think you're putting so many out on the board, and you're like, I'm set, and then you realize, oh, I'm getting very few reinforcements.
Yeah, there's a lot of mind games.
Right, and if you're the higher your score is, the less reinforcements you're getting.
Right.
So that becomes very difficult to stay in the lead.
Yeah, all that will become clear as we play both the first and the second round, and then we'll come back and tell you about the entire experience. But let's reveal our boards.
Dun, dun, dun.
The game doesn't come with the sound.
wow.
I expect smoke to come out.
Okay.
I spread out a little
very
bit.
different.
So, in turn order, we're going to place these. Emily, you want to go ahead and place?
Yes, I will place mine. So I put a lot of mine. I put
You want me to help?
6. Yes, please. Put those
6
6 in A.
Oh, I
yes.
should have just abandoned A.
And A is possess. We'll get to what the powers do in a second.
Plus, it's where Malacoda is, so it'll get favored.
Was this in the ninth
This
circle?
is in the middle, yep.
Okay.
So those 3 are all in the 9th circle. They're going to go to the middle.
Those are going to get you points if they're still there by the
If
time
they're still
scoring
there.
comes around.
They are going to get destroyed at the end of the round. These 3 are going to go into raise.
Oh.
I have another big group of 5 of them going into
Man.
banish.
And that's it.
And that's it.
I don't know.
Boy,
Guys.
you really put big
I put
groups.
all of my eggs in very
You
few
did.
baskets.
I don't know if my idea now of kind of spreading them out and trying to cover all the locations was good, but I remembered, there's a lot of things that are going to mess with these, and also we don't get very many. So I do want to kind of be everywhere. I unfortunately committed 3 to A. I wish I could take that back right now. Here I've got 2 into what's called Mind Swap. I am the 1 and 2 Berserk. Maybe David
I
has
don't
some in
think
there.
he's gonna hold on to Berserk.
I don't think I'm not sure I'm going to hold on to any of these, which is very different than our last game.
You might have Mind
3
Swap.
in Banish. I've got a bunch
you're
in
gonna get
Portal, and I've got a bunch in Destroy. Those are the 2 that I kind of wanted to
Oh.
focus
You
on.
got some everywhere.
Boy, this
Oh,
is
yeah, I've
almost
got a
everywhere.
little bit everywhere.
But nothing
Oh,
in
and
the
none in the
ninth
ninth
Nothing in the 9th
circle.
circle at all. No.
Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and put my 3 in the 9th circle.
Oop,
We're
time.
tied for now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see how that goes.
The 9th circle ties are a little different, though. We
Yes.
would still get points, but we would get the second tier of
Yeah,
You
points.
get
second
less
tier.
points for being tied.
If all 3 of us were in there, the first place is gonna get 5,
Yeah.
then second gets 3, and then third gets 2.
Yep.
But
Those
you'll
are big
see how
points.
that works.
In a game of 25 points, that's a lot of points.
And
a lot
then
of
the
points.
first one I put in is Bind, so I'm controlling Bind all by myself.
There you go.
Currently.
Then I've got 4 in Berserk. We'll see how
Taking
that
that
works
one.
out. I've got 3 in Banish, which, Banish is a big contested
Yeah,
we
area.
wanted to
lots
do
of
the
people in
Banish.
Banish.
Fortunately, you have 5 over there?
5.
And I've got 4 in Destroy, Ryan.
Oh, wow. So you guys will be tied.
Nobody gets control of
Nobody
that
will
one this
get-
time.
No one's going to get control. So that is the board seeded. So then you go on to the next phase, which is where you're going to determine the dominance of the realms. We're going to start here where Malacoda is. It looks like it's Emily.
It
That's
is
definitely
me.
Emily.
So when you get dominance, you're going to put what they call a shade in that to signify that you have control of that. Now, the interesting thing here is later throughout the game, if all of her minions are gone from there, she still has dominance there, or she still controls that until someone
Takes it
takes
from
it
her.
away. Now, if she removed all these and Ryan was here, by the time it comes back around, he will take it.
Maybe.
But
Yes.
if there's nothing there, you can still control it.
All right, if you could place that on Mind Swap for me, because I at least get 1 there.
You got
There you
mine.
go.
You're going
There's
to get more
one.
than 1. I
you're
am
gonna get-
taking Bind.
And
And
Berserk.
Berserk. Emily gets Raise and Banish.
And I'm taking Portal, and nobody gets destroyed.
Nobody gets destroyed. It's interesting. That
That's
did not
good.
happen once in
Nope.
our warm-up game.
Not at all.
So we'll have to see how this goes. So now you go into the next phase, which is where you use the powers of all the realms. Now you're always going to start where Malacoda is, and he starts in A. And again, we mentioned this, but all of these are randomly put in the beginning of the game. The only thing you have to keep in mind is these red areas have to be separated. They can't be right next to each other. So we're going to start with Possess Emily, so she gets to do it
Ooh.
since she controls it.
Okay, so I can possess anything, just not the middle, which would have
Yep.
been nice. Possess the 9th circle.
Yes.
But I will possess the portal, I believe.
And when you possess the portal, she's going to put one of her shades on that to show that she's the one possessing.
Yep.
And you're possessing Ryan, I take it?
I
It
am
has to be
possessing
somebody
Ryan.
that's there. So these all count for Emily for realm majority. Luckily, we've already calculated that for this round.
The
Yes.
next round.
But next round,
Use any in there,
we'll see what's
they're
going to
gonna be
happen
mine.
here.
So now this is going to be the kind of thing where Ryan might want to move his people out of the portal
well,
realm.
good thing I'm in a portal.
Potentially. Yes, exactly.
And my-
Unless I bind it.
Bind it!
But I can still move people. Yeah, we'll see. You might bind it.
We'll
Still
see.
move people in though.
I'm not sure how to use the bind too much yet. Bind is a tricky one to consider. But we're at Mind Swap now.
Yes, we are at Mind Swap.
And in
now.
Mind Swap, you're swapping your position with the position of another minion from
Yeah.
another player in a different
And I
place.
think I'm gonna just pop out of Berserk since you have it so handedly. I'll give you 1 extra in Berserk, and I will.
And he'll take the destroy.
take Destroy again for next round. It doesn't.
Do anything right
It
now.
doesn't immediately reassess.
And one thing I want to point out before we move on is in this first round, we're all here down at the bottom of the favor track. As you move up the favor track, you see these little stars. There's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. So there's 3 different segments of that track. Once we're in the 2 segment, a lot of these powers are powered by wherever you are in that
Yeah.
favor. So he would have been able to do that
That would
twice
have been good.
if he was up in this yellow, and he'll be able to do it 3 times if he's up in here. But by that time, he will not have
That
control of
would
that, I
have
promise.
been. That would have been smart.
So
Alright.
now it's over to me to bind. So I'm going to take this bind token. What bind does is I'm going to put this in one of the realms, and it makes it so no minions can be moved out of that realm
Right.
by any means.
By any
They can
They
be destroyed.
can
They
be
can't moved out.
destroyed,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but they can't be moved out.
Which next round we'll actually have. You didn't see it in the first round, but when we place our movement tokens and start moving things around the board, this is going to become very important.
Okay, I am going to bind. Oh, do I want to bind Ryan into a place where he has a lot? No. You know what? I'm going to bind the 9th circle because I don't
Okay.
want anyone messing with it too much.
So nobody can move out of there, but they could be destroyed.
Mhm.
All right, that was your bind.
Yeah, I didn't want Ryan pulling people out of there with the portal.
Oh, sure.
Which looks like it can be done. And now Berserk. So Berserk, I know what I'm going to do. If I change one of those to 3, I will tie you.
Perfect. Berserk is one of your guys becomes a big guy. He's now worth 3. But at the end of the next determining the realm, who owns them, he will die.
Yeah.
So
You get him for 1 round.
it's a little gamble.
All right. That was Berserk. Raise is pretty simple.
Raise is pretty simple. I get an extra guy. So he will come out next round.
That'll be really good.
Yes.
It's always helpful.
It
Yes.
is very helpful to have. I mean, you don't get very many. Around Banish.
Banish.
You get to
Okay.
move 1 person anywhere you want.
So I get
And it
to
has to
move-
be an opposing
Except
player.
not the
does.
9th circle. You can't break that tie
I
because David
know.
binds.
I would have banished
That's
David.
you were so worried about me with the portal. I was like, you should bind that so she can't just move you out.
Well,
Yes.
I wasn't thinking of that, but I'll act like I was.
Yes.
Who are you
So,
going to banish?
If I have to banish someone else, I think I will banish. I think I'm going to banish one of Ryan's into.
Don't put me back in Berserk. I just got out of Berserk.
I actually do.
I think he's telegraphing where exactly you should put him.
I know, and I don't know if it's mind games for me to not put him there.
No, it's definitely
No.
not
I'm
mine.
gonna-
I would
put it
much rather
back.
you put it up there. I would much
No, I
rather
want
you
him.
put
I
it
want you
up
to be
there.
somewhere else that you're.
I
not
think this
right
is
now.
a good move, right? You put him in where he's nowhere. He's kind of a useless
Exactly.
minion there.
Exactly.
No,
so-
I know. That's why I was being honest.
Well, no, I know you were.
really did not think that was a good idea for me.
All right. Well, you get to portal though.
Oh, I do get to portal. Now this is so interesting.
Oh,
because
this is interesting.
I was going to swap, and if you hadn't bound the 9th circle, I was
He's
going
gonna
to swap.
swap
So
the
the
9th
people that are
circle.
in the portal can go anywhere, and the people that were there go to the portal. So effectively, I'm giving up control of the portal next round. I'm giving it to somebody
Yeah,
else.
the portal is effectively a space that's going to control something. It's
Yes.
going to help you do something, but then it's going to give someone else.
But what's
typically.
interesting is
Unless you do it with yourself.
What's very interesting here is that Emily is possessing me here.
Yes.
Oh,
So if all my cubes are out of there, she's not possessing anything
Anything.
anymore
Mm-hmm.
because
that is an
there's nothing to possess.
And you could still portal with the 9th circle and just put all your guys
I
in.
could, and I
You'll
will
win
win
it.
that 9th circle, and I will get 5, and you'll
Oh.
both get 2
2.
because you're
That's a
tied.
good-
Yeah.
Yes.
Stop giving him ideas, Emily.
I'm just.
Well, originally that is what I
The
was.
downside is
was
though
gonna
that
do.
you then lose 4 people.
I
Like that's a
know.
lot of people to lose
Yes.
when he wasn't planning.
Yeah,
on
whatever.
losing
You
any.
guys are losing 3. David really did mess with my plan, though. I really wanted to flip flop these.
Oh,
So,
well, flip-flopping would have been great.
so to explain why this isn't working, normally these guys would swap, but my guys go in and they pull the other guys back. But David bound it.
Bound it.
Bound it.
So they cannot move back. So this is just a little empty portal.
But
But I
you
control it.
you still
and
have
if
control.
nobody places here next round, I'll just get it.
We'll
right?
see if that
I
happens.
doubt it's
Nobody,
gonna
because
happen.
even if you place there, I'll still own it.
That's
Oh,
true.
that's
I
true.
can't even.
That's true.
I can't even. I'm not putting any cubes in portal. We'll see.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're over to destroy. Good news, no one is doing it because no one controls
Is that
it.
good news? Is that good news for me?
Well, it's good news for me because I didn't want anyone destroying my stuff.
So you've got 5 there. Oh, we're tied there.
Yeah, we're tied.
So right now, nobody's getting it next round.
Yeah, well,
Right
we'll,
now,
we'll
we'll
see.
see.
As of
We'll
right
see.
now,
We'll-
nobody's getting it next
we'll
round, is what I'm
see.
saying.
So now we move on to the scoring thing. We're going to score this 9th circle first. Like I said, whoever's winning gets 5 favor. Ryan, take your 5
Yay.
favor
So
and
these
destroy
guys-
those minions.
I did. They were worth it.
And then Emily and I we're tied, so we take not 3, but we
This is
each take
third place,
2.
yeah.
So please give us 2, and
I
we'll
will.
destroy these
Destroy.
minions.
I really was just hoping to get into the yellow because I like having the
Oh,
ability to do
2.
some of these abilities twice.
That's true.
The ability to do the ability.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah. And now we score each realm. So we're going to go around and do this. You can do this a little more quickly when you're playing off camera. But wherever Malacoda is, you're going to get a bonus for controlling that. So Emily's going to get 1, 2 for that.
Yep.
1, 2.
Ryan's going to get 1 for
That
this.
crosses the line.
I'm getting 1,
Yep.
2.
Yep.
Emily's getting 2 more for those
Yep.
2.
Emily's also crossing that line.
Ryan got that one.
Yep. And no
Oh,
one
am I
got
the
that
only
one.
And no one got that one.
Oof.
So that's the end of the score. And now Malacoda takes pity on us. So we get some more minions depending on what order we are on the favor track. Ryan,
I'm
how
in
many are you
first
getting?
place. I get 3. That sucks.
I get 4.
You
And
actually get
I-
5 because of your raise. So I know
Oh, yes, yeah.
you're going to come out of here strong. You
And
can
I get
basically-
5 because I'm last place. This is a bit of a catch-up mechanic. Gives you a little benefit to place a few more guys in the second round, which we're going to do right now.
And Malacoda moves.
Oh,
His
yes.
patience is waning.
Yes,
So
his
we
patience
better get
is
to
waning.
it.
He's
This
over
is
to the
gonna-
mind swap.
This is going to be so tough.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to play this round, and then we'll come back and tell you a little bit more about the full experience.
This is so tough. What I really, really want to do is put them in the portal.
And I'm going to mention right now, too, we all have these 3 little movement tokens, and you'll see these in a second, but not only are we assigning those minions that we all just got, but you can also put movement tokens between any 2 realms out there. And when you reveal and execute this, you'll see some of these minions are moving around. So you're able to manipulate a little bit what's going on the board right now.
A little bit.
And now's the time where the camera gets very quiet.
Hey, we're all thinking
and
about it.
think
We just
about
all
what we're
go
doing.
into it.
Just play some appropriate music, David. Actually, I think I have a pretty... I only have 3 to place. So my options are not super strong.
I will say that this, starting in the second round, I feel it gets even that much more interesting behind the shield here because there's a lot more puzzling out. But the first time you're kind of just guessing, okay, where's Ryan going to go? Where's Emily going to go?
Well, and which powers do I want to use?
Exactly.
Right? Now it's like, which powers do I want to use? But also, can I even move there? Like, I only have 3 movement and so many new cubes.
Yeah.
Like,
Plus,
is it
there's
even
more
possible?
variables because I know where a bunch of your things are, where you guys have control. Because I'm like, okay, what is Emily going to do? Does she want to hold on to control there?
Yes.
Right, and they might end up abandoning the spot with those movement tokens.
Exactly.
So you think you're really needing to fight for a spot that you could have just put 1 cube down.
And you're good.
So we are going to reveal now, and Ryan is the first player, so he will go first.
Oh,
What'd
you
you
did
guys
not
do?
load up on Destroy like I thought you might. I did, actually.
Oh, you did.
I just loaded up on Destroy, and I'm going to move 3 people across this barrier.
Wow. Everybody's in
I
this.
was not going to win.
Wow.
I was not going to win Possess anyway, and that's 1 guy in the 9th circle for me.
Look at you.
Interesting.
I really wanted that Destroy, I guess.
You're
I don't
gonna
know
get
why.
it, for
I
sure.
didn't have to fight that hard for it.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the placement first. So these guys are going into the 9th circle.
Yeah.
These guys, I did put some in
Some.
Destroy.
You did.
But not enough. What do I have?
Dang, that's
I have
so many
7,
people.
and what do you
7.
have? 9?
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I have 10.
Oh
I
my
have
gosh. I've got this one here in Mind Swap, and I've got one of
And-
these coming over to Mind Swap.
Yep.
Ooh.
Does that do anything for Mind Swap?
It means nobody gets Mind Swap.
Well, I think you will hold on to it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
because you had
see.
it.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
well,
that's-
Emily put all of hers in Mind Swap. So,
And now I have, so that was that movement. I have this one coming in here,
yep.
Yep. And then one
and
more
one
goes
coming in
middle.
from here.
All right, you got a lot in the 9th circle.
I
Yeah,
do
you
have
do.
some in the 9th circle.
And
I'm just going to try to
I-
get my points where I can.
I'm gonna try to take that mind swap. Will you mind moving them for
You're
me?
definitely going to take that Mind
I'm
Swap
definitely
with
gonna take that mind
4.
swap. I
That's
got 1
crazy.
in the 9th circle. I'm gonna move one of my A's into the 9th circle. I didn't think.
Oh,
you
that
did.
worked out nicely.
Well, I was like,
Yeah,
You could have moved 3 of them
I
in
know.
I know. I had 6. I was like, there's no way Ryan's gonna try to fight me for this. So
He
assert that
abandoned.
dominance.
He abandoned.
Yeah, he was
Oof.
like, bye.
So this
tough.
one's done.
Move another guy into the 9th circle.
That one's done.
And move one last guy so I can take that portal over.
This is interesting.
I'm losing like everything
The
this
portal
round.
could be interesting. I might make a deal with. Oh no, it's gonna
Make a
get me
deal
out
with the
here,
devil?
too. All right, yeah, deal with the devil. Totally different game. So now we're moving on to see who has control. So this is going to be Emily. Goodbye,
Yay.
Ryan. Shade.
Yeah, I don't know if I really.
Shade.
I'm going to control 1 spot this round, I think.
I have this. I still have this.
Yeah, no one.
Emily.
I lose this
Emily,
one too.
You lose that one, and Emily gets that
But
one.
I've got 1. I'm at least going to get 1 point this
Not
round.
only does Emily control this, but she also currently
Is
controls
possessing.
all of Ryan's people there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
all
know.
of my
all
0
of his many
people.
people.
Next
Casted
round I
her
can
spell.
come back over there.
And Emily still has this one.
Next
okay.
round.
So now we're going to go on and use the powers, starting with Mind Swap, Emily.
All right, and now I'm in the
is
2
gonna be
star,
interesting,
so I get
yeah.
to do it twice.
Yes.
So I'm gonna actually mind swap, if you'll help me, David, with one of my possess
Yep.
into the middle with David's.
What?
That makes-
I
no,
don't like that at all.
Yes.
Yeah, that
And
makes
even though it's
sense.
bound in the middle, I'm really just mind swapping.
Yes,
So
Yeah,
this
that
is-
doesn't count as a
that's
move.
still okay.
This is
Yeah.
an interesting rule. Mind Swap breaks that bound rule because effectively they're just changing their minds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I will also swap. I'll swap actually Ryan's also with possess. Can I
In
do it from the
this?
same place?
Yep.
Yep.
I believe you can.
Yes, you can. Yep.
Oh,
And that was smart. You're going
Mind
to lose a
Swap
lot of
is-
cubes this
Mind
time.
Swap
That's
is
fine.
pretty powerful.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is rough for me.
Okay. Bind.
You got to bind something new, so you can't keep.
Yes, you
the
can't
ninth
leave it
circle
there.
bound.
So I'm going to take the bind.
Where are you gonna put it?
very tough decision.
Are you saying that sarcastically?
No, it is. We're gonna have to. We can't let Emily keep control of all of these next round. She's gonna get
You
so
can
many
and
points this
should.
turn.
You definitely
1, 2,
should.
3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, you get like 11 points this turn.
Keep it going.
I think I'm gonna bind this.
Ooh,
Oh,
binding
interesting.
raise.
Okay. All right.
And then Berserk.
You get another Berserker.
Berserk.
Oh, you already have one Berserker
So-
out there.
I do.
Oh, this guy
That
should
guy
have gone,
changed.
actually.
Oh, yes.
And now you can reset him.
Yes, I can reset them.
Huh?
And I can't do that in the ninth
You
circle.
cannot
No.
do it in the ninth circle.
Unfortunately.
Cannot.
I think I will do banish.
Ooh,
Oh,
coming strong for
it's not
Banish
gonna be
next round.
tied.
Yeah.
All right, and then raise. I'll get an extra guy for
That's
next turn.
huge.
Love that. Especially since I'm losing so many.
And now you
You are
get to
gonna lose
banish
a lot.
again twice.
Banish twice, and the ninth circle isn't bound. So I could banish out of the ninth circle.
Yeah, but either way, David's going to still get second place
Second.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it.
I could do it.
Just do it.
Just take one of yours out.
I think I'll banish probably.
Oh, interesting. There's an interesting play here.
Is there?
Is
Are
there?
you going to share with the
No,
No,
audience?
he's
I'm
not.
not.
He's
I'm
not.
not.
David's unlocked the boys. Like his mind has ascended.
No,
He sees all the plays.
that has not. My mind is in the ninth circle of hell.
I'm actually gonna banish.
I wonder what play you're seeing, though.
I don't know.
It's probably a horrible play, but I have there's something.
Oh, David did say it was a good play. He just said he saw a play.
I
I'm
will
gonna
share
banish
it.
the berserker
Oh.
here,
Banish the berserker.
so
Back
that way
to
he's
where-
not doing anything over there. And then
Right.
I gotta banish one of Ryan's
Yep.
because I can't do them both to
And
David.
again, you can't really.
So I will banish
I've already lost everything. I've lost it all.
probably that mind swap and put it into destroy.
Oh, great.
Whose?
Mine.
Yeah,
Because I needed more people on that destroy.
I think you do actually.
All right, well, you get to go again with Portal.
Oh, and I get to go again with Portal. Okay, so
Yes.
Portal gets to swap two things.
Well, you swap everyone in Portal, which is just one of your minions, with all of the minions in another place.
That's true. I'm like, I wish I could just swap it with Ninth Circle
You
because
can.
then
You
I'm only.
can.
But Ryan has a destroy. So
I
he'll,
have 2 destroys.
he'll probably just destroy the one, and then I
Oh,
won't get
that's
anything.
true.
And I don't want to do that. So I think I will swap
No.
my Portal with Bind probably, just because next round Bind will be the one that's favored.
See, Emily's a smarter player than I am because that's the kind of the play I was thinking about. Because I was thinking you could banish 2 of my guys out of the ninth circle and
Only
then
one
do
of your
that
guys,
swap.
though. Only one.
Oh, that's right.
That's
One of
gotta
my
go to
guys.
destroy. So I think for myself,
What you gonna
to
destroy?
destroy, I can destroy 2 things, one from each of you. Nothing I do here is going to matter. Those cubes are gone anyway. I could free up Banish a little bit, get rid of, or I could just clear off Bind to make it anyone's game. So let's do that.
No.
And then you get
Yeah.
to do another one of mine.
I get
Yes.
to do another one of yours. And just because I can, let's destroy this Berserker. Now, it's a little different.
Oh wow.
When you destroy a Berserker, you're basically just leveling them down. So,
They go out of their
Basically
rage.
de-hulks down into
but
a
I've
normal
got
minion.
presence there. It's possible I'll take that from you.
It is possible. I mean, that was a good move.
not
That's
likely.
a decent move. All right, that was it,
No,
right?
Emily still gets to
possess.
possess.
Oh, Emily gets to possess.
You'll never guess where I'm gonna try to possess.
Emily, how many things do you
Which
you
is
control
going to be
so
next door to that destroy.
Yep.
Yep. And take that
Oh.
whole horde. Ha ha ha!
I mean, we'll see
We're
if
going
that
to turn
horde.
the cameras off and
We'll-
reset this game and try again, I
We'll
think.
see if that horde is still there when it gets back to that.
I mean, it's really going to be 3 lower, right?
Emily is dominating
Yeah,
right
for
now.
sure. This is gonna be bad.
Literally in the game. So now we're going to score up. So we do the ninth circle. The ninth circle is going to be Emily for
So I'm going to
5
get 5
points.
points. And
One,
just happen to
2,
also
3,
lose
4,
5
5.
guys. Oh, this is so funny. And you're going to get 3 points, and you lost 3 guys.
Oh, how
1, 2, 3.
interesting.
Look at that. You're in the yellow as well, David.
Yay.
I'm finally in the
So
yellow,
sorry.
and I'm tied with Ryan for now.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna beat me actually.
I am.
you
Oh,
are.
No, for
you
sure.
only have one thing.
I'll get
Let's-
the most.
let's show 'em.
I wanted to get the people, so I'll get people.
So Emily's going to get 2 points here.
13.
I'm going to get 2 points for these 2.
Yep.
Emily's going to get another 3 points for those
Yep.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Ryan's gonna get this one for now,
Yay!
and Emily's gonna get this one. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh!
didn't take her to blue though.
Emily
so
nearly
close.
won the game.
Yeah, I know,
First
that was a
two
wild
rounds.
turn.
Okay, Ryan, I think this is the time where we need to start talking.
I'm worried
about
about
Emily.
Oh, for
this.
sure. I
Please
mean,
do
we're
not.
gonna have to take every single one of these
We
locations.
need to have a
from her.
talk
It's
about
fine.
Emily.
No.
We need to talk about
Sounds
Emily.
like an after-school special. We need to have a talk about
All right,
Emily.
move Malacoda onto
Malacoda is
bind.
going to move over, and that signifies the end and just barely the beginning of round 3. So we're going to play. What do you think? Round 3? Do you think there'll be a round?
I think
4?
there'll be round 4 because I don't think we're going to let Emily score a
They're
bunch
not
of
gonna
points.
Ryan and I
Any
have
points.
to stop Emily from winning.
Yeah,
This
we
is going to
do.
be one of those games, I think, where people like get out to a lead and are like, okay,
Like, stop that.
we're
Shut
not
that down.
we
We
she's
can't
going to
let
win,
that happen.
or we can stop her from winning, and maybe one of us will win.
Well,
but
we'll
we don't
see.
know.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back and we'll let you know if it worked. Okay, well, it didn't work. David and I were not on the same page. You know what? We tried. Okay, not to bury the lead. Obviously,
Woo!
I mean,
Emily
Emily
won, and
The
Ryan,
demon of us all.
Ryan was able to remember what he said before we turned the cameras off.
Yeah, I said it,
because
yeah.
because all of this took place so quickly. We played
It did.
one more round, and Emily was able to. Were you in the yellow before it ended?
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
So she went from. Were you at 17?
I was at 17.
17 to 25 because she did dominate the. Now I won the ninth circle though.
Yeah.
You did?
And I got
She
5
enough
points.
I got enough
I
points.
came in a respectable second place. Well, not respectable. I came in second place.
The thing was, you can't really collude. There's not
No.
really an element in this game of diplomacy or negotiation. So I just had to kind of mentally
Well, and you
signal.
can't trust each other either
Right.
for doing that.
And it was like, David, we need to split up and take all these spots from Emily.
And then they didn't.
But
we
you
ended up going to the
Well, you don't know which
exact
spots,
same
right?
spot.
And it's so funny because the one you went after was mind swap. So you were trying to mind meld, and you went to mind swap.
I was trying
and
to
then I
mind
won everything
swap
else.
so I could take Emily's cubes out of spots and give them to David. But like we all moved all
And
over.
David thought
It
the
was-
same thing.
I
He
was
like,
literally,
I'm trying to mind
honestly,
swap too.
in the last round, I was just banking on Emily not getting enough points to win.
Yeah.
She got just enough
It
points.
was-
Just
it was
enough.
close.
I wanted to get the 5 points from the ninth circle, which I did to sort of make a bit of a move. I just didn't think you were going to win. Not that I thought I would have a chance then to catch up and surpass
Afterwards.
you again, but you could. I mean, the name of the game for this game was
control.
that you controlled a lot of these realms.
Yeah. Now I do want to point out because that kind of did feel like there was not a lot we could do to stop Emily. I want to point out that we were playing kind of on the basic beginner mode.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth mentioning that there is an advanced mode, which we thought might be a little too chaotic or hard to follow for our first game. But what that does, every time you check the dominance of a location, you use its power immediately.
Which then lets basically cascades and lets you do things while you're resolving everything. So you could really use those powers with meaningful thought for that round that's happening
Exactly.
right
Yeah, so
then,
it-
which is a very different sort of experience.
Instant gratification.
Yes.
Right. It could have been more possible that we could have stopped Emily from winning if we were playing that advanced mode,
Yes.
which was we went back and forth on what we wanted to kind of show. This is the basic mode, though, that I think people are more likely going to play.
Yeah.
More likely to get to the
especially,
table.
Certainly at first.
right, especially for your first couple games. And I'll tell you, I really didn't need, that's almost like our second play there. I really didn't need those plays before I feel like I could understand the strategy of how to use that advanced mode. So
Well,
it's kind of like a stepping stone.
I would say the strategies with the advanced mode are more palpable. You see them right there. You can go, oh, I'll do this so that I can do this and then this, because it's happening like a
Right away.
game would.
Yeah.
This one, it takes a minute to get used to the fact that everything you're doing
Sets
is
you up.
for the next round. And that takes a little bit of thought, a different sort of thought anyway, than sort of like running a combo immediately.
But it was still satisfying. Like there were still things you could set up, and then you're like, "Oh, next round I'm definitely gonna get that because I possess."
It was very satisfying.
Very satifying for
you
the
heard it
winner.
right here.
The demon. Like, what did I say at the beginning? Most
most
demon-like.
demonic.
Most
Most
demonic.
demonic. I think we said most demonish.
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 The most demonish demon.
The
Something like
The best
that.
demon has
the
won.
most
I
demonish
mean,
demon.
she proved it. She has the favor of Malacoda.
I do.
Yeah, well, for sure. And one last thing for me, too, playing this game, I'd be interested in trying it at 5. I think 5, at 3 players, it's so hard to think about. Like, you're looking at the other 2 players going, like, don't go where I need to go.
Yeah.
And you're probably going, in a 5-player game, they're going where you need to go.
Well, it's
every
another one of
time.
those things. We said this. There's a fair amount of take that in this. This is a pretty vicious game. And at 3 players, you've got 2 options
Right,
to
right.
take that.
Yes.
In 5 players, it's going to spread around a little bit, so it's going to feel a little bit different. like in 3 players, if I did something against Ryan, it necessarily generally made something better for Emily.
Well, yeah,
and
we had an instance of that in the last round, right, where Ryan got to destroy 2, I think, or something like that.
You got to destroy 2.
You mind swapped, but he wanted to mind swap me twice.
It would have made a difference, but I couldn't.
He had to do 1 to me and 1 to David, which
I wish we could have broken the rules.
I do
and
understand.
made that
I get why that rule's in place because it does not
Yeah.
feel good, especially in a 5-player game. If all the 4 other players at the
Just
table
ganging up on
are
everyone.
just ganging up on one person. Granted, when you're in the lead, they might want to.
Yeah.
But it's not fun to be ganged up on. So I do get it, even though I really wanted to break that rule, but
I forgot about that
gotten
rule.
away
I was
with it,
like,
too.
oh no.
yeah, because
she
Emily
forgot
was
about
like,
it.
I'm not gonna win. He's gonna take both my cubes off, and you were almost surprised.
I was like defeated already.
you were like, why didn't you take both of mine off?
Defeated.
Well, because the rules say I can't, unfortunately.
So that was our experience playing Ninth Circle. If you have any questions at all, please make them in the comments below. We'll get down there and tell you a little bit more about how the game went.
Yeah.
Although there wasn't much more to the game that
miss
you
much.
didn't see on
It's
camera.
true.
But get down there and ask us whatever you want. And until next time, make sure everyone has fun at the table, and we'll see you then.